I think I might have become obsessed with building bridges. We're playing more Polybridge 3. I already beat the classic rock difficulty, and we're now on minor mountain with only 2 levels left before we get to move on and check out some of these 2 sheep difficulty levels. I feel like after building this many bridges, I'm pretty much an engineer right now, but I wouldn't trust anything I actually build in the real world. Level 10, laying foundations. We got a $70,000 budget. That's a lot of money. Foundations add an anchor in the river and you can build from it. However, they're very expensive. Oh, look at this cool purple little car we've got down here. All right, this is a very big span across, which I'm sure is why they gave me access to the foundation. Wow, $15,000 plus 900 per meter. So it's, as soon as you use it, it's 15 grand. Yeah, the instant you put it down, it's 15 grand. And then for every meter you add on top of it, it's another 900 bucks. That is pricey. We'll throw it in here anyway, because I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this without it. It's a pretty big span. I suspect, actually, we could probably just make an arched bridge that goes all the way across here. And we would likely be able to drive across it without the support from down here, but we'll try this out first, just to see how the whole support thing works here. I'm gonna do under support so that I can connect to that foundation piece I built there. And just out of curiosity, I want to see if this bridge can actually stand up this way. I have a feeling it's too much weight on the end of these road pieces, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, no, that didn't. I could probably actually just build wall supports, but we'll try and build out something from here instead. All right, that might actually hold it up. Guess we'll see. Nope. Nope, definitely not. Okay, maybe this will hold. All this work to build that one, the car can't even go up the incline. All right, that won't. So I've got to lower the angle of this thing, which means I'm probably best just to delete this and start over. All right, that's not entirely centered, but it might work. A little less steep, so this time we can actually follow the car across. There we go. Ah, I had it. Victory! $49,016. I got up with 92.46%. Oh, bottom 48%. Wow. Well, we got across the gap, but realistically, if I'm going to score anywhere decently on this, we're going to have to get rid of this foundation. They're just far too expensive. So while we finished the level under budget, by almost $21,000 under budget, actually, I need to eliminate this foundation piece if we're going to try to place on the scoreboard. I'm building out of wood, but I may actually have to use some different materials here too. And this is definitely not going to hold with only one of these, so I'm going to try to build a little bit of a bigger support structure under here, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side, I guess. Well, I have a feeling these aren't going to be strong enough, but we'll try it first and see how it goes. All right, that worked great. 97.28%. We cut it all the way down to 31,000. That puts me in the top 4%. We're in 4th place. We still have Bacon Pancakes, Popcornosaurus, and Tony Z1234. I need to find a way to shave some additional costs up here. I don't know if we'll be able to shave enough to actually get in that 1st place, but pretty big leap from being like the bottom 48% to number 4. All right, first tried lowering the bridge so that it would be more flat, but that was just a disaster. So instead I made it even higher arch, hoping that will distribute the weight a little bit more evenly. I was able to get rid of a bunch of the under supports here, I think. And this should be enough to hold it to get across. $24,866. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get it much cheaper than this, so this better work. Ooh. Some pretty high stress as it went through there, but that actually worked out great. 24,866, 98.9% stress. That pumps me way ahead into 1st place. 24,866. I'm like 4,000 ahead of the next closest one. Oh, this one looks interesting. We've got a tractor, a car with a refrigerator on the roof. At least I think that's a fridge. Then a flatbed truck. Long haul, $75,000 budget. Tip: you could save money on foundations by making them shorter and building up from them. Okay, so we've got to get all 3 of these across. We have the truck on the lower level has to get over to here, and then the car and the tractor need to stay on the upper level. If we're gonna use a foundation, we might as well plan for the arch to just, or for the road to be flat. And then we'll, I don't know, we'll do like a support structure under here to hold this up. That looks uneven, but I don't know, we'll try it anyway. I don't know if this will hold or not. I think it's gonna, might be an issue with the weight of that thing. Ah, you know what? I actually can't even test because the stuff on top is being a problem. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work, but we'll try it. Okay, it's getting most of the way across, but it's that center support now that's breaking. I could probably swap that out for steel since I have access to it. Okay, that definitely holds it, so that's fine. So we've solved it under budget, but we're not exactly well placed. Where are we here? 33rd. That's no good. So the cheapest person, wow, got it for under 30 grand. That's less than half of what I spent. I think in Polybridge 2, I'd seen some people doing some pretty crazy stuff where they had like structures that they had built would like ride on the truck and support upper level things. Well, the car keeps up, but the tractor falls way behind, so that's a problem. That definitely won't work this way. What if we put like a little roadway behind her to block it, and then some wood support to like pull it forward with me? That does kind of work. Now, whether the truck can handle all this weight on that bottom bridge is another matter. Let's see what happens. I've literally never tried this before. This will be cool. Okay. Well, it does look like it's gonna work if I can get the bridge to actually hold up. That will be the big X factor here, I think. All right, I was having no luck trying to carry the car and the tractor on the back of the transport truck. I'm sure it's probably possible, but I don't know how to make it work. This bridge is so far across, it's super duper heavy. So I've separated the two bridges and used more of an arch on the top one so I could try to use less materials to support it. I think I did cut the cost down quite a bit. That left me on the bottom without the foundation, having to build sort of a double triangle setup to hold all this. I don't know if this is gonna hold or not, but it seems like it might be feasible. And I've got the tractor literally pushing the car up the bridge on the side. Okay, somehow I've got to get this side to be more supportive. I think maybe we'll get rid of these. Not sure if that'll be strong enough or not, but we'll find out. Ooh, it's still getting some red stresses. Oh, it broke. Okay. Try doing something like this maybe. That might work out strong enough. I don't know. The stresses are definitely better there. We got it. All right, that's a lot cheaper than what I had it, but still not gonna be like way in the bottom. Oh my god, I'm still in 31st. I cannot fathom how people got this so much cheaper. Like the cheapest ones on here are like 30,000. There's a huge jump from like 47 down to 33 though. Okay, it's not symmetrical, but I think I have a functioning bridge. I decided to go with a double arch format so that I get a little more support on the bottom. This helped me cut out almost $8,000 in cost. It's not symmetrical in the bottom, but I really needed more support at the beginning and less at the back end as the truck's making the climb up. So 48,743. The tractor pushed the car up the hill. It's fine. It's a pretty high stress coming down the back end of this bridge. But we made it. That moves me all the way up into 6th place. 48,743. So in order to get a little bit closer to the top, I'd have to shave off another couple thousand. I played around with this for quite some time. I don't think I'm going to be able to get down that low, so I'm just going to call it here and move on. With the long haul finished, we finished out Minor Mountains. So now we have 4 other ones we can choose from. These are the 2 sheep level difficulties. But let's maybe go with Lava Lagoon. I'm curious to play around with a little bit of lava. Lava Lagoon level 1, make ends meet. $17,000 budget. We got this little jalopy with a sheep in it we gotta get across. It's not really even lava so much. I mean, well, there is a little bit of lava here. We got a small volcano, but the level designs of this are really cool. I like that. Let's not worry about trying to build a proper bridge, because that never seems to be the cheapest way to do things in this game. Instead, we'll just build a structure like this to try to get the sheep out to the middle rock there in the center, and then if we can just drop him onto that, then we can build a road that goes from like down here up there. Let's see if the sheep will even reach. I don't know if this is gonna hold. Oh, okay, we can get that to work. Okay, we've got the car rolling properly through, and so far he's just going in the drink, but that's all right. Okay, so next we're gonna want to build a road. Doesn't need to go all the way to the end, I don't think. Okay, we're gonna kind of brace it against the end over here so that it has that support. We'll see if that holds. It's gonna be kind of a big impact when it hits that bottom bridge, but... Oh yeah, it's hitting that hard.
Three hours later.
It took forever, but we got up there. 14,288. Oh, I'm the only one that's played this level, so I don't have a leaderboard to go against here. This is interesting. Might be able to shave a little bit of cost of the lower section down here if I attach the bridge to this anchor point instead, then I might be able to get rid of some of this under support here, and that might wind up being cheaper. Alright, there we go. The climb up the last bit of that roadway was pretty brutal, but we got the cost down to 13,783. I don't have anyone to compete against in this one because I'm the only one that's done it, so... Another ambulance level, anchors away, $34,000. We gotta get this ambulance over here, down to a slightly lower level over here. Oh, but we can't attach the road onto either one of these things. Okay, this will be interesting. I'm fairly certain the ambulance is gonna be too heavy to just drop down onto something down here. Like, well, what happens if I drive this thing off the end? Well, it ends up upside down, so that sort of rules that out to begin with. Okay, I don't know that this is gonna hold, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Okay, definitely not. This one's gonna be a tricky one to solve for. Okay, if I can get this thing to hold, then at least that'll get me most of the way across. Then it'll just be a matter of extending from the balloon. That's not a problem. This ambulance is heavy, man. Okay, I've totally redesigned the idea for the bridge. This will work, but I got the cost all the way down to 16,704 with a lot more minimal materials by getting away from the structure, trying to support off the foundation. And I had like this chain of wood pieces as a rope. This gets the ambulance across. It's pretty close coming down that steep incline. You'd think it would just smash through the road at the bottom, but fortunately it doesn't. Leader right now is at 13,273. Since I started recording this, the game has released, so congratulations to the Polybridge 3 team. Not congratulations to me, because I'm gonna have a lot harder time trying to get up in the leaderboard now. Some people are really good at this game. Even though that worked, I'm gonna have a really hard time getting the cost down if I'm gonna try to get down to like 4,000 for that. To have any chance of competing with the person who's in the lead, so I'm gonna try a complete rebuild again. I do like the idea of the bridge just going all straight across, because I think we should be able to minimize materials to some extent. I'm gonna have to do almost like an over-under kind of thing here. Okay, that got me down to 15,311. Will that even hold? Oh, it definitely will. All right, I've tried a complete total redesign of this thing. I got the cost down to 16,000 and change, which is I think a little bit better than what I had placed before. 16,475 right now. That gets me across. It's still not good enough to get into the first place, which is still, you know, almost 4,000 cheaper than me, I think. Well, 3,200 cheaper than where I am right now. But for now, 15th place will have to be good enough. 99.2% stress we had on this thing. Yeah, we got across under budget at least.